Less than 2 months ago, I was right here on this very desk and I was able to give you a new way of trading meme coins. Quite honestly, a few of you that took action were able to turn 5,000 US dollars into 120,000 US dollars. I kid you not, people made serious gains. And in today's episode, I will be revealing to you the whole entire blueprint of how you can reciprocate these very same results. If you guys are ready to take your whole portfolio to a new level, watch the whole entire episode and let's get this money. As a matter of fact, it was a month ago, as you can see right over here, right? This is when I talked about PoliticalPump, and PoliticalPump is a fair launch website. So when I introduced you to this concept, right, there were only 3 tokens available at that time. And take a look at the number of, comments that I received, and a lot of you guys were very skeptical about this new fair launch way of trading meme coins. So take a look at this. Exactly 1 month ago, there were only 3 projects on PoliticalPump that were available. So it was easy for you to get in and just basically go crazy with regards to investing heavy in these 3 tokens. At the time of recording, right, the price of Donald Trump was only, what was the price right over here? The price was $18. Okay. Currently, the current price of Donald Trump is around 1,257. Worst case scenario, and by the way, the price of Donald Trump at its peak was around, 2,500 US dollars. So if you were able to get in when I purchased this episode, right, you'd have made a whole lot of money. Then we also had Nayib Bukele. We had John F. Kennedy. Take a look at the price of Nayib Bukele. Nayib Bukele was around $3.44, and right now, as it stands, the price of Nayib Bukele is 492. You see, you guys are consistently yearning to get like 100x. I gave you multiple 100x's. Take a look at the next coin. We had John F. Kennedy trading at $2.04. And a lot of people were able to get in at 40 cents. Personally, I got in less than $1. I got in most of these projects in under $1. So take a look at John F. Kennedy. Compare the price of John F. Kennedy as it stands. Right now, it's actually at $83 as it stands. So as you can see, right, if you took action, if you were able to sort of risk, because when it comes to meme coin trading, right, you have to take risk. If you are on Axiom Pro, right, or Pump Fund, you are essentially risking. Okay, so the biggest difference between Axiom Pro and PoliticalPump is due to the fact that PoliticalPump is a fair launch platform. If you go to the next tab right over here, right, you are able to see the next launches that are going to be coming. Personally, I haven't been very successful of late sniping the fair launches because they do not really get to reveal the contract address and it's just a little bit messy. So I would rather buy it when the dust has settled. For example, yesterday we had a very good launch. We had the Indian president, Narendra Modi. A lot of people were able to get in early, but honestly, I wasn't able to snipe in early because this strategy of theirs in terms of them launching and them revealing the contract address is just a little bit cumbersome for me. I can't really do it, and I would rather buy it when the price retraces and the dust settles. So those of you who were able to get in early, take a look at this. People made a 7x yesterday, and this is one of the reasons why I'm telling you, look, what you need to do is diversify your meme coin trading portfolio. You're going to be grinding on a daily basis on Pump Fund, on Axiom Pro, and use another strategy like the fair launches, because the fair launches, not a lot of people have got access to this information. I am probably one of the first YouTubers to talk about PoliticalPump. If you know any other YouTuber consistently talking about PoliticalPump, please let me know in the comment section. Big shout out to the PoliticalPump community. You guys are definitely awesome. And this is overall a new concept. So when you have a new concept, right, there's going to be naysayers. I remember a month ago, right, when I was talking about this, A lot of you guys were saying it's a scam. It's a scam, like it's a new concept. We don't really understand it, so probably it's not going to work. But if you were able to get in on Donald Trump, Nayib Bukele, and all these other coins, you would have more than 100x your money in less than 4 weeks, less than 6 weeks to be precise. So what am I trying to say? Look, my strategy is I'm going to be playing both games. The usual Axiom Pro, aka Pump Fund Moonshot type of launches, and the fair launch. The reason why this is a very good way to sort of capitalize is due to the fact that they've got very low liquidity. So let me show you what is happening like in the background. If we go to dexscreener, by the way, you can also do your own due diligence and just like try to see the code, try to see whether liquidity is genuinely locked and all that good stuff, right? So if you take a look at this, right, we've got very good stats. We've got about 3,221 holders, and we also have like a liquidity value which is worth that much. And you can just see all these different metrics. So the thing about these coins is a lot of them have got very little circulating supply. You understand? So as you can see right over here, these are the stats as far as the maximum circulating supply. So there's only like a 5k maximum circulating supply. So that really means that there's very few tokens out there. And once the demand kicks in, there's gonna be high prices, and this is one of the reasons why the price of Donald Trump was able to reach as high as. So let me go to the price. So the price of Donald Trump at some point reached 7,000 US dollars. So remember, when I told you the price of Donald Trump was $18, take a look at how far it pumped. It reached as high as 7,591. You see, that's the power of what we do. Okay? And I understand. You see, this particular website can get hacked in the future. Nobody really knows. Maybe the liquidity is going to be unlocked. And this is one of the reasons why you have to put on your big boy pants. Because when you decide to play meme coins, you are endangering yourselves, because a lot of things can happen. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already been rug pulled. A lot of you guys have invested in bad meme coins, etc. It comes with the territory. So the thing about people is you love finding scapegoats. You want to blame somebody if something doesn't go your way. So it's going to be easy for you, like in the future, if something happens, you're going to say, look, this is the YouTube channel that introduced me to Political Pump, and I'm going to blame this guy. But when you make money, right, like for example, the people who took action during these times, when you guys make money, right, you barely even remember us. So whenever you make a decision, understand that that is entirely your decision, because honestly speaking, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing with you what I'm doing. Anyhow, now, what are you supposed to do in order for you to make this money? Clearly, you lost good opportunity. You missed out because you didn't take action. So what are you going to do? So now let me tell you what you're supposed to do. It's not really too late. There's a lot of opportunities. So the thing is, when it comes to Political Pump, right, there are many projects right now. So it's becoming a little bit too much. There's going to be analysis paralysis for a lot of you guys, because yes, you might want to diversify and put maybe like $100, or you say you sort of subdivide your allocation into all these coins fairly, because you do not know what is going to happen. But that strategy is not really going to give you the best results. If you want to maximize and capitalize off of Political Pump, this is what I am doing. Of course, not financial advice. You can do your own thing. You're a grown man, you're a grown woman. Own your mistakes, own your wins. You understand? So what I'm doing is I'm going heavy on specific coins. Okay? So right now, as it stands, Donald Trump has been the only coin that has done tremendously well. Yes, a lot of these other coins like Naib, Claudia, Xavier, they have done well, but not really as well as Donald Trump. Now, if you take a look at the political land space, right, we've got a few key players. We've got Donald Trump, we've got Elon Musk, we've got Xi Jinping, we've also got Vladimir Putin, and like specific type of people, especially people who are also affiliated with cryptocurrency. You understand? So Elon Musk is heavily invested in cryptocurrency. Donald Trump is heavily invested in cryptocurrency, as an individual, as a political figure, etc. So what I'm doing right now is I'm looking at the next project which is going to do tremendously well, because obviously, like I really want to get to the bag real fast. And if I just subdivide my money, it's a good way of minimizing your risk. But again, I really want to get to make money fast. So how about we do this as a community, as a people who are interested in this project? We can specifically select coins that can do very well. Elon Musk right now hasn't done very well. So if you take a look at the stats of Elon Musk, right, let's go to dexscreener. You guys are going to see that in comparison to Trump, it hasn't done anything yet. And I really believe I've got a strong feeling that it's going to do very well. By the way, big shout out to the people who are part of my Telegram group. If you guys want to get updated with regards to what I'm doing in real time, go to my comment section or the description of this particular YouTube channel. Join my Telegram group. It's absolutely free. I'm going to be giving you the plays that I'm going to be going in real time. So yesterday I posted about Elon Musk. Obviously, the people who are part of my Telegram group were able to get in, and you guys are safe. You guys are in profit. So when I talk about stuff on YouTube, sometimes I might be a little late. So take 1 second. Join my free Telegram group. I post a lot of good stuff. I post a lot of money making opportunities, and it's absolutely free. So the link is going to be in the description. Whatever you do, make sure you are part of my Telegram group. A lot of alpha is going to be coming your way. So now take a look at the price of Musk. Okay, Musk only went to around 237 in comparison to Donald Trump that went to 7,000 US dollars. If you look at the clout that these two people have, Donald Trump and Elon Musk, these guys are equally powerful. And this is one of the reasons why I know for a fact, not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor. Whatever you do, you're a grown man, you're a grown woman, it's all on you. Own your mistakes, own your wins. So what I'm doing is I'm betting heavy on Musk, because it hasn't performed very well. And by the way, let me give you a background story of, or rather one of the reasons why Musk didn't do very well. So when PoliticalPump was introduced, like the team didn't really have a specific way or a strategy to ensure fair launch. So when PoliticalPump was created, right, it was like the wild west. People were just like using sniping bots. I was like one of the people that benefited. Like I was able to get in at 40 cents etc. So the team decided to make it as fair as possible. So they started hiding the contract address, and they were only able to like release it at a specific period of time to like ensure that nobody has really got like an upper advantage, like an upper hand over anybody else. So after, or rather on the launch of Elon Musk, a lot of people were confused. Like, this is one of the most fairest, launches, because a lot of people didn't really get to use trading bots, etc. And this is one of the reasons why maybe it hasn't really performed as well as these other ones, because there was like total confusion, total chaos, and a lot of people didn't really like get the new way of trading, the new fair launches. Like it took a minute for the people to get accustomed to the new revealing of the contract address exactly at 7 p.m. You get my point too. All those of you who have been participating, you guys already know what I'm talking about. But anyway, basically a lot of people didn't really get to go in heavy, and it wasn't really as monopolized. And this is one of the reasons why I really think in the next coming few weeks, okay, we do not know exactly what's going to happen, but I can safely tell you that in the next coming 4 to about 6 to about 8 weeks, because that's usually like a very good time for you to make like 100x. Elon Musk is going to do minimum worst case scenario a 10x. So now listen to exactly what I'm saying. So in the next 4 to about 6 weeks, you have a very strong likelihood of 10xing your profits. Worst case scenario. Best case scenario, you can do 100x. Okay? Best case scenario, right? This particular project can even pump as high and as hard as Donald Trump. Donald Trump went to around 8,000 US dollars. It went, crazy. And this is one of the reasons why right now I'm like locking in on Elon Musk. I'm accumulating as much as I can. So once we are sort of, done pushing Elon Musk, and Elon Musk is like number 2, because I really believe Elon Musk does deserve to be number 2. Okay, it deserves to be number 2, way in front of Nayib Bukele. But Nayib Bukele was like one of the few projects that were created after Nayib Bukele was launched right after Donald Trump, so it has got that longevity effect. And this is one of the reasons why I'm saying, look, Elon Musk has got way much more clout than all these guys that are in front right over here. So we have to push it all the way to the top. And this is entirely community based. You understand? So what you have to know about these fair launches is it's a gamification type of scenario, because you and I have got the power to push these prices wherever we want. You understand? It's about you and me. Personally, I really believe that Elon Musk can go to number 2, position number 2 on PoliticalPump. So what we are doing, me and my community, by the way, spoiler alert, you are part of my community. You are in my community. So what we're doing is, we're slowly accumulating Elon Musk on a daily basis. Like whenever Elon Musk goes down, we buy and all that stuff. So we are going to be buying all the way to $1,000. So whenever you're going to be watching this video, right, as long as the price of Elon Musk is below 1,000 US dollars, you're still good to go, because it's gonna go crazy. All right, so once we do the pumping of Elon Musk, maybe we're going to end up, choosing another project and all that good stuff. So how can you add value to the community? You obviously know a few people, right? You can create a community. We can all be part of the community. We can request PoliticalPump to give us like a subgroup in the PoliticalPump Discord or PoliticalPump Telegram, so that we can talk about the strategies that we can use. We can use paid advertisements. We can do a whole lot of stuff. When it comes to making meme coins, right? When it comes to making money trading meme coins, the people who make the most amount of people are early adopters. People who were able to get in on pump fund early really made a lot of money. Right now we're just struggling to sort of eat the remaining flesh on the bones, the political pump fund bonds. And the people who were able to get in on bullx, when it immediately came in, they were able to make money. PoliticalPump is less than 3 months. Usually a lot of these meme coin projects end up dying out and fizzling out after 6 months. They've got like a very lucrative 6 months period before it just becomes mainstream and money making opportunities are no longer available. So this is one of the reasons why I am consistently giving you the latest alpha that is practical, because a lot of these guys talk to you, tell you things that are impractical. Less than 6 weeks ago, right, I gave you a practical way to make money. Right now, you can verify this information. These guys haven't scammed. They haven't rug pulled. The liquidities are intact. Of course, I don't really know how long this is going to go. But right now, it's working. It's working, and we can make money as a community. Okay? And this is one of the reasons why, of all these projects, you guys were a little bit late. You guys didn't get to participate in Donald Trump. So right now, as the crypto hype community, which you are part of, we are selecting Elon Musk, and we're going to be pushing it in terms of marketing and also in terms of support. So right now you've got like a narrowed laser focused point of view. So of all these coins, right, you don't really have any analysis paralysis. Get into Elon Musk, hold it for the next 6 months. As long as it's below 1,000 US dollars, you're good to go. Your take profit zone is going to be entirely up to you. Get in, take profits whenever you want. You can sell whenever you want. Nobody's holding you at ransom. You can always exit whenever you want, because that's entirely your prerogative. That's entirely your business. You know your expenses. You know your plans, etc. So as much as we are a community, I really believe in individualism. I really believe in thinking for yourselves, because I want my community to be very smart. I don't want you to follow me and think, oh, I'm a leader, whatever I say goes, because each and everybody's voice matters. If you think this project is shady and you don't like it, go ahead and abandon it. Do not invest in it. Like, use your own judgment. By the end of the day, you are not entitled to follow anybody. You're not entitled to follow anybody's trading strategy. You're absolutely free to do whatever you want, and always make sure you do your own due diligence. Because, for example, if there's something weird about PoliticalPump, right, you can let us know, and I'm going to be able to warn everybody, saying, look, there's something fishy. This is what I think we need to be secure, we need to be safe, etc. So I do not believe in crowd mentality. Crowd mentality makes people dumb. So whenever you watch my episodes, just get the lucrative information and then use it, tweak it, improve on it. You understand? So yeah, more of the story is, go on PoliticalPump and click on Elon Musk, get the contract address, and use Sniperoo. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to tell you this, right? You see, when you want to participate in PoliticalPump, right, you have to use Sniperoo, because if you go to, if you grab the contract address right over here, so it's going to take you to Solana, and you're going to be able to see the stats. You can just simply wait for it to load up and copy the contract address. So the contract address is also in the URL right over here. So this figure is also the same. So you just simply copy it, and then you go on Sniperoo. So if you do not have Sniperoo, your journey on PoliticalPump is going to be very difficult. So you just copy that and you simply paste it, and it's going to pop up in your Sniperoo. If you guys are not really part of Sniperoo, the link is in the description. So basically, it's an extension that works on Brave browser, on Mozilla, and so on and so forth. So if you go on Axiom Pro, right, unfortunately you are unable to sort of trade PoliticalPump on Axiom for whatever reasons. I don't really know why it's not really popping up, because I guess these guys are they are not really on PumpFun and Moonshot. So it's an independent way of launching memecoin. So the best is Sniperoo. Sniperoo is going to help you do your thing. So all you got to do now is just simply buy, if it's going to be 0.1 Solana, you click on 0.1 Solana etc. So the most important thing that you need to know about Sniperoo is you need to configure your settings. So once you go to sniperoo.app, sign up using your email, using your Gmail or whatever you want. Telegram, it works. So once you come through on sniperoo.app, right, make sure you add the extension. The extension is going to help you due to the fact that you're going to be able to configure a lot of stuff easily using the sniperoo.app website. Sometimes I have some problems, but using the extension, it's very easy for me to do that. So once you embed it on your extension, it's going to pop up right there. Make sure you pin it. You can always pin it right over here. So I've got Sniperoo pinned and I have it right there. So what I usually do is I go to the transaction settings and I make sure that my slippage is configured properly, because I really want to minimize a lot of slippage. So if you're going to be using Phantom wallet, you're going to encounter a lot of high slippage by default, and Phantom is pretty expensive, but Sniperoo is pretty cheap. So you're going to get a whole lot more on Sniperoo in comparison to using Phantom. So use the link in the description. I'm going to give you the best fees. Use my referral. You guys are going to have very good, very good transaction fees. So once you do that, go to your extension. Make sure you click on transaction settings. Turn the slippage to about 20%. Make sure you put your jitter tip to well, and make sure you configure your maximum jitter tip according to your budget. So I've got 0.001. It works perfectly well. And then make sure you've got dynamic jitter tip right over here, and it also shows you the latest jitter tip. So in order for you to like configure your max tip, you can just look at the stats each and every day, and then just figure out what works for you. So as it stands, 0.01 is working well for me because there's absolutely no rush. But when there is a launch, I usually bump it up only when we are having launches. If I want to participate in a launch, then I can put maximum jitter. Sometimes I can even put like 1 solana if I really want to beat everybody in terms of the transactions. But usually 0.05 is the best. You're going to save a lot of money, because at the end of the day, if you've got like a very high jitter tip, you're going to be losing money on transaction fees for no reason. All right, so once you set that up, you guys are going to be very good to go. You just simply copy the contract address, boom, you copy it, you bring it in Sniperoo, then just basically be able to purchase right over here, because you've got your buy and your sell configuration right over here. So Sniperoo overall works very well with PoliticalPump, because it gives you the fairest prices, and your money can go a long way. So if you guys can also experiment, use Phantom and also use Sniperoo, you see that you get more out of your money using Sniperoo. So I hope that you guys understand the strategy. In a nutshell, go to PoliticalPump, make sure you've got Sniperoo, and make sure you buy a whole lot of Elon Musk when and if it's below 1,000 US dollars. The current price is 132. I really believe that Elon Musk is the next coin which is going to be very, very explosive, and it's going to be either in the first or the second position. So Elon Musk can even end up outperforming Donald Trump. So as it stands, the price of Donald Trump recently hit 7,795 recently, and then it had like a sell-off. Even though the sell-off was aggressive, people still made a lot of money. Can you imagine? Even though the sell-off has happened, the people who got in when I told you to do so are still up 10x even after the retracement. So remember, the whole entire markets are having like a shakeout right now. The price of Solana is down, so it is natural for even this platform to be to go down as well. So I really hope that this meme coin trading strategy is going to be applicable in your case. As much as we are grinding on a daily basis on Axiom Pro, we're also supposed to sort of use other ways, other guaranteed ways. This is a proven way of making money. I have proved it to you. You can do your further analysis. 6 weeks ago, I told you about it. Those of you who took action are really, really doing very well. By the way, in case you guys participated when I talked about PoliticalPump and you guys made some money, you can send your brother something. You can send a little something to keep me motivated, because hey, I helped you make a whole lot of money for free. So why not just give me a token of appreciation? Come on, man, come on. This is one of the reasons why we stay motivated, because I could have kept this information to myself, you understand, but I was like, okay, let me give something to my people. So yeah, feel free to hit me up on those donations and just ask for my Solana wallet. Then I'm going to be able to like give you my wallet. So yeah, hope you guys are going to be able to make a little something. Hope you guys are going to have another opportunity to make 100x. I want a few of you to gladly remember my name, So yeah, sometimes we get it right, sometimes we get it wrong. But the most important thing is we're supposed to own our mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes in the past. I've made people money. I've lost people money. It's part of the game. So I really hope that you guys understand what we are talking about. Without further ado, you guys have been awesome. See you a little bit later. And yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the like button. Drop me all those comments. make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, because a lot of you guys forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and join my Telegram group. Link is in the description. Talk to you a little bit later. Bye.